Okay, today we're gonna check the capacity of those 2 kilowatt hour LG2100 cell packs, right? So here's our setup. We have a battery, it's fully charged. As you can see here, it's all the cells were started at 4.2. We have a meter, right? This is the one that's gonna measure the capacity there. And then it's going to 1 kilowatt grid tie inverter, right? So we're just taking the energy from that battery, shoving it right back into the grid at a rate of 900 watts. So about, what is this? About 28 amps. And we're recording this entire thing right here to make a time lapse so you can see the whole process. We start at 55 amp hours. These are supposed to be 52 amp hours, brand new. We'll see how far we get, right? So start the test. Right, so it's now 5:48. We started this test almost 2 hours ago, right? And it has used up the entire capacity of these cells. It doesn't tell me exactly. Okay, let's stop this right here, and then we can rewind. But you see the cells are down to 2.5. Down there, the difference, the delta is 0.0139. These cells are very, very well matched, which means that if at the top they're fully like balanced, and then at the bottom they're fully balanced, right? This is a little bit bigger than at the top because these are top balance cells due to the existing BMS that used to be in there. But even at the very, very top, I mean, this is like super low, right? 24 volts, the entire module, which means we took it down too low, right? But even down here, look, the cells are very well balanced. So that means they're well matched cells. Now let's see how much we got. Okay, so I'm analyzing here, and look, the battery went down all the way to 30 volts. That means each cell is 3 volts, right? And at that point, we got about 50, just over 50 amp hours, right? And so then if we keep going down, then we got down to 29 volts. And we got down to 3.63 out of 55, right? So this is 52. I think 52 is right about here. And it's at 26, which means the cells are, the max is 2.4, and then the max voltage is 2.7, right? So that's 52 right there. So we got about 51 amp hours, I think, right? So if we do this, let's see. So at 4, yeah, at 30, right? So each cell is at 3. I think that's acceptable. 0%, even though these cells could go a little bit lower, but I would say 3 volts per cell, that's 0. And we have 4 amp hours left out of 55. So we got 51 amp hours. All right, so remember, this is a random module off of the pallet, right? So this is the first one that we grabbed. We took it apart. Then I took the BMS off. And then I'm designing our own custom BMS in here to put in there. But before I did that, I'm like, let's see how far off these are. According to my source, these are new unused modules. So basically they didn't get put onto the robots because the robot fleet got decommissioned and something. I don't know if I can't verify that information, right? Other than I can just do this test. And right now we got 51 out of 52 amp hours that the module is listed at, right? So I'm like, yeah, that's like 99% capacity, right? So these are very near 100%, right? Now, can there be one that is degraded in the pallet right there? It could be, it's possible, right? So we're definitely not gonna be able to check them all because this took like 4.5 hours to charge, and then it took me almost 2 hours to discharge. This is a full day, right? And it's about 4 kilowatt hours of energy being moved, right? So 2 kilowatt hours in, and then 2 kilowatt hours out. And so definitely we don't have the resources to be able to check and guarantee every single one of these modules, but we're just spot checking a few of them. Maybe I'll grab another one and I'll test it too. I'll use it to make like a 72 volt module here, like a so whatever the hardware you would need to do that, and I'll make a video about that. So we'll test a few of these, but definitely when you buy these, you're taking a bit of a gamble there, but not a huge gamble, because we are testing some and we have reasons and now evidence to believe that these are in fact new, like our source says they were. So these modules are pretty good. Every once in a while I get the urge to like hoard the best batteries that come through here, right? I get a lot of batteries that come in and then we sell them and stuff. And through the years I have kept some of the best ones for myself. This is one of those. I'm like, man, I should keep these, and I should build a very small, very light, giant battery, like a Powerwall or whatever. But the thing about this energy density right here is good enough to use in cars, right? This is what's in the Rivian. This is what's in the Lucid. This is what's in the Teslas, right? Some of the Teslas still have 2170s, right? And so this is like, top of the line still. There's not much that gets better when it comes to energy density. There are in safety, right? And lifespan, lithium iron phosphate is way better. But when it comes to smallest, lightest, and with good power density, this thing can push like 140 amps or something, right? And a tiny little pack like this. This is as good as it gets, especially on the second hand, right? These are great. They don't come often. So if you're looking for a really, really good battery, don't wait on these, because this is a small pallet that we got. I don't know if we're going to be able to get more. I know that my competitors have gotten these before, and they've only gotten small batches because then they stopped selling them, right? So also someone commenting that if it was the reason why they stopped selling them is because they were too far degraded, and maybe it might be the case. But on the case of this, our supplier said that these are new, unused ones, and even though I can't confirm that, our testing is showing that that might be true. If these are not new, they're very lightly used, because they're yielding, like almost 100%. In this case, like probably 98% capacity. And so there we go. If you're looking for a really good battery right there, click on the link. They're going to be at jack35.com. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you guys on the next one.